Coach Max.
And I'm Coach Chelsea.
And we're with
Shining Light Gymnastics.
This week we're working on beam. So if you don't have a beam at home, you can grab a line. We're using duct tape. Make sure you keep up with the videos this week because by Friday we will have built a short beam routine that you can practice and show us online. Today we are working on some of the basics for beam skills based off of your level.
But first, let's warm up. Squat jumps. 10. I never get low enough.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Woo, that was good. So today we're going to be working on splits for our stretches. You should be stretching every day, all of your stretches, but we're going to specify specifically on our splits, our right, our left, and our middle. If you are a beginner gymnast, you will be working on walking forward, backwards, and soldier kicks on the line. So when we are doing beam week, we have to make sure that we are doing beam feet. So what that means is that our toes are always going to be facing out on the line instead of facing in or straight. We always want to try to point them out. We will be starting with our hands on our hips, and when we first start walking forwards, we're always going to face our toes out. And we're going to try to stay on the line, one foot all the way in front of the other. Yay! Now walking backwards, we want to make sure our whole foot goes right behind the other foot. Otherwise, you're shuffling, and we don't like shuffles when walking backwards. So make sure you take a big step back and another, and make sure your toes are still facing out. And then lastly, we will be working on our soldier kicks. So when we do our soldier kicks, we do airplane arms, we point our toe, and we make sure our leg is really, really straight, and we're going to want to face our toe out where our thigh is facing up, and we just kick up and we walk very nicely. Lift, walk. Just like that. Now, when you're doing your soldier kicks, make sure you're locking your knee out. So both knees need to be really, really straight. Don't bend either of them. Like that. No. If you're a beginner, we also want you to work on your hold. So that means we want you to work on your arabesque, your passe, and your coupe. So for arabesque, we want airplane arms. We're going to point our toe back behind you, and you're going to lift it up. Make sure your chest stays up. We don't want you leaning forward because that's a different skill. So all you have to do is just lift your leg as high as you can behind you. And then you come down.
And count to 10.
Oh, yep. Hold it for 10 seconds. With passe, we want our toe pointed and we lift it up by our knee. This leg is straight, this leg is bent. Make sure you're lifting it high enough that you can sort of put a plate on top of it. And hold your hips. And then for coupe, it's almost like passe except you're putting your toe right by your ankle. So you're not going as high as the passe is. Make sure your toe is pointed and this one back leg is straight. Hands on hips. If you're intermediate, we want you to be working on your releve forwards, backwards, and your soldier kicks on releve. So when we're working on our releve forwards, our arms are by our ears, actually behind our ears. So we want our shoulders really back, and then we're going to go on our tippy toes. And you don't have to make big steps, just little baby steps. We want our knees locked the whole time, so try not to bend your knees at all. When we're walking backwards, same thing. Don't bend your knees, lock your knees, keep your chin up, look straight, and you did it. Now when we're doing our soldier kicks on releve, we're going to do airplane arms. We're going to point our toe, make sure both knees are locked, and you come up on your toe and you kick, just like Coach Matt. Nice. Okay, if you are intermediate, we want you to be working on holding your arabesque for 10 seconds. That means airplane arms and lifting your foot behind you and keeping your chest up. So all you're moving is really your foot. Make sure your toe is pointed, both legs straight, and you're gonna hold it for 10 seconds. Now, next, you're gonna be doing 10 of the passe to releve. So that means you're gonna go up in a passe, hands on your hips, and then you go up on a releve, so do 10 of those. And we want you to switch legs and do 10 on the other side as well. And then last thing is we want you to do coupe to releve. So that means foot by your ankle and go up to releve, down, and then again on the other leg as well. If you are advanced, we want you to be working on what I call a 180 leg. So that means you're gonna start with airplane arms, almost like a soldier kick. So you're gonna lift your leg up, make sure your knee is turned out. You're going to turn your leg to the side and then back to an arabesque. So what we want you to do is try to hold each position for 3 seconds. So when you're lifting it up in front of you, 1, 2, 3, side, make sure your knee is up and then back. Nice. For conditioning, we're doing mountain climbers for a whole minute. So make sure you time yourself. We really appreciate you guys tuning in every day, and we can't wait to see your kids participating. And we hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye!